Hello guys and welcome here. My name is Yassine. In today's video we are going to talk about how we can create drop-down lists directly on Microsoft Excel. So what exactly is a drop-down list? A drop-down list is just a simple way for you to be able to select between various elements inside of a cell. So let's create a drop-down list, and to be able to do that we are going to create at first a table. So let's create a table with numbers as well as colors. And for the numbers part, let's generate numbers that will be between 1 and 10. So we'll have number 1, and here we are going to have number 2, etc. So we're gonna have it like this. And it goes until 10. The next step to create a drop-down list will be to take our, the cells that we have right here and create a table with them. So to be able to do that, we'll just select those cells, go on the Insert tab right here and click on Table. Once it's all done, we can just click on the OK button, and here we have just generated a table with our cells. Now, to be able to create a drop-down list, what it will look like. So pretty simple. When you click here, you will see a list of numbers. Now, when I want to go here, I want to write, on this cell right there, let's say I want to select between 3 colors, red, blue, or yellow. So if I go here, I can select. What I have to do is I have to write blue, I have to write red, I have to write yellow, etc. But what I want to do is once I go on a cell, I want to be able to select the color that I want to work with. This is where we are going to create our drop-down list. So let's do it. So to be able to do that, the first thing that we will need to do is select the cells where we want to create the drop-down list. So here, for example, we have a series of cells that we want to work with. Here, we are going to simply write down validation. And here, we are going to click on validation right there. On our data validation part, what we want to select, we want to select list, since we want to work with a list. So as you can see here, you can have pretty much any type of data validation. For now, it's any value, since we can write anything that we want right here. We can have whole numbers, decimals, dates, times, etc. In our case, we want a list, so we want to select between various elements. In our cases here, the source will simply be the words that we are going to write down. You can have other sources, but in our case here, it will simply be 3 different colors. So let's write down red. Then we are going to have blue. And finally, we are going to have yellow. So as you can see, I'm writing red, comma, blue, comma, yellow. And then I can just click on OK. And now what happened, if I zoom on here, what I'm able to see is that there is a drop-down menu that has appeared on each of those cells. So here I can select blue, here I can select red, and here I can select yellow. Now, if I decide to write on those lists, let's say I want to write, I don't know, green. What's going to happen when I click on enter? I won't be able to write down because the values don't match the values that are on my drop-down list. So inside of those cells, I can only use the I can only use the colors that I have written on my list. So I only can use blue, I only can use red, or I only can use yellow. So there is various use cases for this. This is one basic use case, but let's say you're a teacher and you want to select all the students, the grades for all your students, so you can create a drop-down list for all of your students and be able to simply write down A, B, C, D, or E, or simply pass or fail. If you're, I don't know, if you're, for example, selling houses, you can have sold, not sold, for example. So there is many use cases for this thing called drop-down list. As you can see, it's pretty easy to create. And besides of that, we have created a pretty nice project right here where we have a drop-down list for each number. So once again, if you have liked this little tutorial about drop-down lists, don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, and see you in another of my videos.